Hello there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. 12:30 here right now. I am having three fragrances for you to watch. What's up with my words? I guess I'm too excited for the victory that we had over Australia cricket series happening in Bangladesh T20. We won 4-1 against mighty Aussies. Uh, so thing is like there's like when our team wins, I'm always very happy. I'm very like energetic with our cricket. Anyway, so I have, as I told you, three fragrances. One is considered as a designer, other two are niche perfumes. So the very first one I'm going to do is Tom Ford. As you can see from title, it's going to be Tom Ford Noir EDP. This fragrance, I have just the bottle. I don't have the packaging, so I'll show you this one and I'll talk about this discontinued gem. I think this was released somewhere some 9 years back, 2012 perhaps. I could be wrong. I'll let you know all the information of Fragrantica in the description. So Tom Ford basically is a house. People know that this is a designer house, and their fragrances, they do have their private blend, like their niche line, but still people say they are like the designer house. So Tom Ford is a very well-known house. I do have quite a few Tom Fords, but I review a lot more from my friends and samples. So I really like Tom Ford's creativity and then their gutsy, bold fragrances. So this line basically, Tom Ford Noir, has EDT, which was released after this one. EDP, I heard it was released before. So I don't know why. Usually it's like EDT, then EDP, then they go higher. So this line is very popular because they do have Noir Anthracite, which I reviewed. I really wish I had that. It's super rare now. They have Tom Ford Noir, these two, Noir Extreme and Noir Femme. These two are very popular. I guess the most popular ones in the lines. As well, they have few more. Noir, Sahara Noir, there are a couple more. I just do not remember. They have like about 7 in the line. And this fragrance basically gets compared to another very popular dark fragrance from House of Prada. We'll compare that a little bit. So here you go, no packaging. This is the big boy bottle, 100 ml. They do come in like 50 and 100 ml as far as I know. Very slick looking bottle. Any of this Tom Ford Noir Anthracite also will have this reflective, just different coloration. It's in silver, Tom Ford Noir. Okay, and then the cap, it has TF, Tom Ford detailing, and then at the F and T, Tom Ford. Really nice, very kind of like a classy, strong, bold statement sort of a bottle. Really lovely, simplistic. I really like it. The cap, it's nice. It's kind of like a snug fitty, but I don't know. Mine one is not super snug fit, but it's okay. Another thing is these things. The atomizer is good, simple, plain atomizer. I haven't seen the juice color. Okay, so I have it on my hand this side, so I know the dry down. Let me just do one fresh spray, like couple of fresh sprays. Let's do that. And I'm gonna spray on my other hand, which I have the dry down here. The fragrance this one gets compared to, which is Prada Amber Intense, right? This is Prada Amber Intense, yes. Prada Amber Purom Intense. So this fragrance gets compared to that one, and I've been having this for a very long time, so I know this perfume quite well. This one has a much better sprayer. Okay, very nice sort of laser sort of sprayer. I really like this bottle a lot. This is basically flanker to original Prada Amber Purom, which is discontinued. So these fragrances from Prada are just masterclass. Okay, so let's start. What do I think of the longevity? First of all, this fragrance has fantastic, phenomenal longevity. Even if you take a shower, the fragrance still is there, like faint, but it actually stays pretty long. I would say it's like a 9 to 10 out of 10, almost longevity. Seasons to wear it, I think nighttime. The name is Noir Dark. This is nighttime wearing. It will be really good if the weather is a little bit cool. It will help. Otherwise, it might become a little bit overpowering. Okay, so colder months, this is gonna be a beautiful fragrance for formal wearing. Is it a unisex perfume? I mean, women can wear it because I really feel the other Prada one is a little bit more unisex style than this one. This one has added spices, and this one has notes like I think 17 to 19. I forgot how many notes total in Fragrantica, but this one has more notes than Prada. So I think this one definitely has its similarity and its difference with the Prada. We'll discuss it in a bit. But I think the spicy, almost like a gothic rose sort of feel that it's giving me, it basically I think will be really really loved by men because very masculine. You can think of Black Orchid. Black Orchid is women's perfume, but this one gets a lot more love from men because it's very dark, chocolatey. Even they have a Tom Ford Noir, Black Orchid perfume, I think. But Tom Ford, they do have this sort of like a mysterious, dark, floral thing they play with. Okay, so oh yeah, there's one Noir de Noir that is very nice. That is part of their private collection. So this one, how does it smell? It opens up very much like a unknown territory. You know, like for me, I would say this is not very similar to many fragrances out there. I have many fragrances. I've gone through a few thousands of fragrances in my journey. This one doesn't really make me feel it's you smell this DNA every day. Okay, it's not a very typical everyday sort of DNA. This is very different. For me, it opens up very sort of like a spicy, kind of like incense stick, but not that smoky, but dark. Some sort of floral, as I told you, there's like a very mature rose there, as far as my nose picking. Maybe patchouli. Yeah, I mean, this is reminding me a little bit of Mr. Burberry, the EDP. Yeah, that one has this nice patchouli note. So it's very dark, gothic, spicy, and sweet at the same time. But the sweetness is not like a citrusy sort of sweetness, really dark sweetness. It's kind of like a waxy sweetness on your skin. And the spices are really, really like pretty much up there. If you think of fragrance, I hope I am guessing it correct. Like it's a YSL M7. Okay, that one has some spices. I have M7 Oud Absolu. That one has some spices. So this is like sort of similar territory there. How many sprays? I think you want to go on cold weather time. You want to go like 3 sprays, 1 back of your neck and 2 on each arm. That will be just sufficient to project really nicely. Even though this is EDP, it projects very good. At least for 2.5 hours, I keep smelling it. Then I have to bring it close to my hand, but it hangs out for very good long hours. What's the purpose of this? This one I think will be really, really good if you are doing some formal meetings. You know, like you're having like a suit, having a tie, you have like sort of handkerchief or something, you know, stuck to your suit. So I think if you're really, really like well dressed, this fragrance goes perfectly with it. It's less versatile in that way. Do not wear this in a gym. Okay, I don't think I would imagine a guy smelling like this. It smells a little bit like the devil, you know, like it has this darkness, you know. It really reminds me a little bit of Tom Ford Noir Anthracite. Deep down there, what am I smelling? There's like there is something, you know, like some, not coriander, but underlying there's some sort of like spices that is cumin, perhaps, you know, like little bit perhaps cumin, maybe white pepper, things like that, you know, like Sichuan pepper. So think of like if you like Cartier Declaration Don't Swear Intense, you will like this. So I already told you the similar ones. Now the obvious one is this one next to Prada Amber Intense. Let it put side by side. So I put it already in my hand, and I can definitely tell you there is definitely similarity in the opening. They're very, very, very much like, you will be actually confused, what am I wearing? But if you actually pay attention, give it time, you'll see there are a lot of differences. I would say they are like about 65% similar, but they go different, completely different ways on the dry down. This is a lot more soapy. Some reviewer, I think Coach Rob 619 called this like a black soap. I never actually tried that one, but I can see kind of like a soapy darkness in this. It's kind of like a floral, and it's sweeter. This is a lot more sweeter, less spicy version of this one. And the potency of these both are really, really good. The price point wise, I think the Tom Ford Noir, I saw it for the very first time, I think the ADT and ADP in Sterling Enterprise, one of our shops here, and they were selling it for just under like $130. Okay, so now the price will go high as they're discontinued, and slowly they'll phased out, so it will be really picking up pretty penny. So I'm very happy in that way. I'm lucky. This one also got discontinued, but this one's still available. This one in Bangladesh I saw about $65, so almost half price to this for the same equal amount of juice. But you see side by side, there's definite theme, like dark, but I like this bottle a little bit more because of this metal plate. It looks really cool with that atomizer at the side. This atomizer is really, really good. So what are the differences? As I told you, this is a little bit more sweeter, soapier, and when you put it on, this leans little bit more wearable or less daring, more unisex style. This one has a waxy feel. Again, on my skin, I remember when I got it for the first time, I was wearing it in Malaysia. It was like 2015. I was wearing it, and we went for like Eid, like sort of like a drive, very hot and humid day. I was keep spraying this. You know, I'm like, why doesn't this last? You know, like longevity seemed pretty poor on me in the high heat. So yeah, this fragrance doesn't really do justice. You know, like if you really put it on your summer day. But again, I felt this is a winter baby. If you put it on winter, easily 7 to 8 hours, easy. Nighttime, beautiful. So both of them are winter, but I would say this is more spicy, more rosy, gothic rose, and the emphasis I think is perhaps there's a cardamom note somewhere there. I'm not like it reminds a little bit of Versace with Noir as well. A lot of these perfumes like coming to my mind, but this is a fragrance for people who like to take like challenges. Okay, this is very daring. On the other hand, this is less daring, but if you do not have this in the picture, this is also very daring perfume. Dark, soapy, mysterious fragrance, which is same as this. So if you like more spices, if you like Tom Ford, if you like a little bit of more complexity, this one has a lot more notes. This one has less notes, but this is really high class, posh, executive sort of a soapy scent. So there you go. Also reminds me a little bit of this perfume also, you know, like another product from same house called this is Luna Rosa Extreme. This is super rare. Even if you find this one, you won't find this one at anywhere. 50 ml will go for $150. Okay, and I have about what solid 50 something ml left. This fragrance I bought early part of my journey. Spicy, soapy fragrance, very beast mode. Try that one out. So if you like those fragrances, coming back to Tom Ford Noir, I think the EDP, I like the EDT, but the EDT is a little bit more transparent, more citrusy, summertime. I will review it, the frosted glass, but I actually really wanted this, okay? And if you see them side by side, I mean, I love these bottles. Tom Ford Noir Extreme, obviously I love this a lot. This is like a 10 out of 10. This is the cardamom kulfi. You guys know the good stuff. And the golden, man, this is a lot more. This one actually picked up a lot more success because of the sweetness of the cardamom. And also, if you cannot find that, if you want a little bit more potency, Tom Ford Noir Femme. But this one is a little bit different than those, okay? So this is a lot more serious. I think this is a serious one like Tom Ford Noir Anthracite, but less daring. Try this one out, okay? This is a fragrance reviewers used to review back in the time, okay? I'm very happy. Thank you so much, God, for letting me have some fragrance that I really wanted. Overall, this fragrance, how much I like it, I'm gonna give this 9 out of 10, okay? For only a reason I'm not giving perfection 10 is that versatility. I would not see you wearing this in a summer's day when it's hot, and if it's like just casual wearing, you really have to dress it up with this perfume. Amazing fragrance. Check it out, Tom Ford Noir EDP. Thanks very much for watching. Now time for the next two reviews, which are niche from sample reviews. Take care. Bye-bye.